Welcome back to the Love Letters from Lincoln podcast. Hang on, there's like spit in my throat. Sorry, goodness. Okay, moments before I pressed play on this episode, I got asked on a date. Someone slid into my DMs, so I'm like super smiley right now because obviously, given how giddy I am, I do want to go on a date with this person. Okay. Anyways, that is not important for today. Let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because, yeah. Okay. Hi, guys. Apologies for this week's episode being late. It has been a week. I mean, we got back from Arizona on Sunday morning. We had a very early flight. Our flight left at 8 a.m., I believe, or maybe it was even 7:45. So we got back home around 11:30 a.m. So we just had a very early flight, and it was literally the morning after the festival that we went to. So it was just nonstop. It was a nonstop weekend, and so I haven't really had a chance to recover yet because I had to go right back into the full swing of things on Monday, go to work, do the homework, get back into all of that. So I am very tired still. I'm running on lots of caffeine this week. I have an Alani today. Just I'm like scatterbrained right now. But hello. Today we're going to recap the festival weekend. We're going to talk about the end of the month. It's February. Maybe we can do some February favorites. I did not really write down anything for this episode, so yeah, I know some of you are thinking, uh-oh. Yes, uh-oh, because who knows what I'm going to start yapping about, really. Okay, let's get into it. Oh shoot, I just lost my little notes page. I did write a little bit. I wrote a little bit of notes. Okay. Before we get into festival recap, just like a little weekly, let's talk about, okay, I need to like start over. I'm like too frazzled right now. I'm like too distracted right now to get into this episode. Okay. Let's start over. Hi, how are you? I'm Lakin. Okay. Much needed PE professor update. Okay. If you've been listening to the past few episodes, you know that I have never been so enraged by Professor ever in my life. It's just the way she gives feedback is so harsh. It's not like, and I don't even think it's me being soft. I really just think like she is so traditional. Toby? Sorry, what just happened? Toby! He's trying to get into my cheerleaders' gifts. We have our cheer banquet tonight, and so I made them these cutie little gifts. I'll show you guys one. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, you can see. It's in this cute little bag, and they're like cherries with little bows on them. Pink wrapping, of course. Duh. So when you open it up, you'll see they get this little red bow keychain because cheerleaders, duh, and our team colors are red and white. And then they get, they're all different colors and patterns, a scrunchie. It's like, Toby, stop! It's like those little silk, like satin scrunchies. And then they will get this cutie little gold bow beaded bracelet. And then they will get some little eye patches. Not much, but I always try to get them a little thing at the end of the season because they deserve it, and it's just fun. I love gift giving. I know that they love receiving gifts, so I'm excited for tonight. We get to it's a formal event, so we get to dress up in dresses, and I can't wait to see all my girls dressed up, and we're just going to celebrate the season. I have to say a few words. I'm nervous because I hate speaking in front of people, but I do owe them a little speech because they were incredible this season. So that's what we're going to do. Toby, do you want to join us? Come on up here, baby. But yeah, tonight's cheer banquet, I am recording this on a Thursday, which is weird because normally the episode comes out on Thursdays. But again, thank you for your patience. When you're listening to this, it is Saturday, and it's a beautiful 75 degrees if you live where I live. It's gorgeous out today, and it's even gorgeous today when I'm filming this. I am loving this weather. It's bringing me back to life. I will say, though, And this has to do a lot with my growth and just my routine that I'm in, my healthy habits, you know, my faith. Like, that was the least depressing winter I think I've ever had. And that is like a very big statement because we all know what it feels like. Well, most of us do at least. We all know what it feels like to have seasonal depression or to at least get down in the winter. It's easy to feel gross and unmotivated and like everything sucks and we're not really doing much. But this past winter, I know it's not technically over yet, but it feels like it. This past winter was the least depressing one I've ever had. And I just like owe that to God and like my healthy habits, my transformation that I've had in the past year. Like, I really do believe that that is a huge part of it. I also feel like a huge part of it was me starting to go to Hot Works, getting that like sauna time once a day is doing wonders for my mental health and my skin and just everything, period. But yes, so count how many times I say but yes, so, all together or separately. Let's get into a little festival recap. So, we arrived in the sunny, beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, last week on Thursday. They picked us up from the airport, Reagan and Brad, which is her dad. Little backstory: Reagan has been Brittany and I's best friend since like 7th grade. Like, we've been a little trio for as long as I can remember. I've known Reagan since I want to say 4th or 5th grade when she moved here from Seattle. So, me just like giving her entire life story right now. She moved here and we instantly hit it off. We lived in the same neighborhood. We attended her church where her dad was a pastor at. Anyways, her parents just recently moved to Arizona, Surprise, Arizona. Oh my gosh, I need to stop giving away personal information. Oh, Toby's down here, guys. He's being so cute. But yeah, so they just moved there recently, which was really convenient for us because we were like, hey, we're gonna go to this music festival. Like, can we can we stay with you? But really, it was more like they offered. They were like, yes, please come and stay with us. Her parents, Brad and Leah, are the most amazing people on the planet. I've always thought that, but like, they were the best hosts ever. Like, if I could rate them on like Airbnb, I would, because they are incredible. Everything was so detailed and thought out. When we got there was a cute little sign on our bed that said, Lakin and Brittany, we're so glad you're here. And they'd given us little gifts with like cactus themed trinkets and things because, cacti, Arizona, makes sense. Anyways, it was just so special. And every meal, every night, everything was so thought out and intentional. Our first day there, we got off the plane, went straight to In-N-Out, and it was incredible. I get just a regular cheeseburger, but then I get animal fries, and it was incredible, of course. However, it did screw up all of our stomachs for like a full 24 hours, which should have expected that. I feel like In-N-Out is always really hit or miss. It's either really bad and like stale and cold, or it hits, and we were lucky enough that it was like really good this time. So I went to In-N-Out, and then we had a bit of an hour drive to their place. We stopped at their church that they moved for because Brad got a position there. So we stopped at the church. He gave us a tour. Beautiful church. It's called Radiant Church in Surprise, Arizona, I think. Yeah, I think it's called Radiant. Yeah. So definitely go check it out if you're from that area. It's beautiful church. Beautiful, beautiful. Great people there. Yeah, I'm sad we didn't get to attend like an actual service, but I'm sure we will be back at some point. Um, yeah, beautiful church, great time. They have this prayer room on the very top floor, and it's like you go up a bunch of stairs past like the worship room and like the main auditorium. You go up all these stairs and you enter to this room that's like there's just windows everywhere. There's prayers and scripture written on all the walls, and there's just like pillows and chairs all throughout the room that you can sit and pray at. And they said that people go up there and pray. They also host small groups up there. I was in awe. It was stunning, like the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. And then we went onto the roof, and they have this giant cross on the roof. So we took a bunch of pictures up there and just really took in like the sun. It was like starting to set a little bit. It was just beautiful. Then we got back to their house. They have this cute little house, and I just like they have a pool in their backyard, and everything is just so aesthetic and perfect. Like, we were just so happy to be there. Reagan's siblings also live in Arizona, so we got to see them, which I mean, we grew up with this family, so it was just really great to be with everybody for the week or for the weekend. Yeah, and then we, of course, got settled in, had some dinner, and we went to Trader Joe's, to get our snacks for the weekend. And we came back home, and Leah, I can't remember if she made us brownies this night or a different night. I don't know, but we played this new game called Sequence that I had never played before. So fun. If you don't know what it is, look it up and go play it. It's just like so fun. So we played that for like, I want to say like 2 hours, had some tea, snacks, and yeah, then we went to bed. The next day was Friday, and we had quite the day planned out. So we woke up fairly early, got ready. Leah had literally set out because she knew we were going to wake up early and that we had a big day. So she literally had breakfast made for us by the time we woke up. Chocolate chip pancakes, yogurt parfaits, and egg bites. Homemade egg bites. She had it all set out for us. She made us coffee. It was literally like set up like a restaurant. She is so cute, you guys. I love her so much. I'm just so grateful that she hosted us. But we ate breakfast, got ready, and then we had some shopping on the agenda for the day. So we went to like the big shopping malls. There's outdoor ones, and then like there's a super big one. I can't remember if we went to the super big one or not. We went to like 2 or 3 different shopping centers, and they were so fun. We went to La La Land Coffee, which I love La La Land. I've had it in LA and Nashville. So I know what it tastes like, and it's incredible every time. Got to go there, did some shopping, did a lot of window shopping, only bought a few things really. I got this cute polka dot Baggu purse that I'm obsessed with, and I'm really glad I went home with it. But they had like an Anthropologie, they had Aritzia, they had all the like kind of not like high end, but like higher end stores. It was just really fun and beautiful. The only thing that sucked about our weekend was that, and even then, like, I don't even care. Like, it wasn't as hot as it normally is in Arizona. It was kind of chilly. It was like 60s, very low 70s. Like the highest it was at a certain point was 71. However, when it got to festival day, we were very thankful for that because we were getting hot. I was wearing these black jeans that I'm currently wearing right now, and we were sitting on the lawn at one point, and my jeans were getting so hot from the sun that it was like burning my legs. I can't imagine what it would have been like if it was any hotter than it was. So, very thankful for that. I just realized, like, did I even give an update on my PE teacher? I remember, like, beginning to talk about it and then just never finishing my thought. Back to the PE teacher, though, my PE professor. I think I remember talking about her criticism. Like, her criticism is so harsh, and, like, maybe she's just more traditional. She is a little bit older, but, like, her criticism is so harsh and blunt. It's like, it's to the point where it's like, I don't even want to fix this now. Like, cause you just pissed me off. Like, it's not even nice. You're not even coming at it from like, hey, I think, it would be better if you did this, or I think this would really help you. It's more like, no, this is wrong. I gave you all the materials. Like, why did you get this wrong? Like, that's how she comes at it. It's like very accusatory. It's not coming from like a place where she wants to actually help. It's like, I laid all this out for you. Why did you lose points on this? I'm like, girl, like, calm down. This is a physical education for teachers class. I don't even want to be a physical educator. I want to teach 2nd or 4th grade. Why is this class so serious? I think it's ridiculous that we have to take this. Sorry. I think it's stupid, but that's just me being ignorant. Anyways, I try to be nice. Like at this point, in the beginning, I would let my anger get to me and I'd respond to her and be like, why did I lose points on this? Like that I would argue my point. I would, in a respectful way, of course. And she always took it very like kind. She was like, hey, I appreciate your feedback and I respect your argument, but this is why you lost points. Like we have respectful conversations because I can keep my cool through an email. But now it's gotten to the point where I just, like, any comments that she makes, I'm just like, okay, thank you for the feedback. I just have to be very, like, robotic with it or else I'm gonna really go off. Like, it's gotten so bad. Thank goodness our last week is next week because, again, I do 8-week terms, not 16-week. So we move at a faster pace. It's a lot of work crammed at once. It's difficult at times. I like the pace, but it is difficult at times, especially with my busy schedule. Anyways, back to Arizona. So that Friday night, after we did all our shopping, we went to, I think it's called Pinnacle Peak. It's like a very family friendly trail hike. up this mountain. It was beautiful, you guys. Like, you know, when you're on a hike, if you've ever been on a hike or you've been to the mountains and you just like, you go up like you go up like 100 feet and you're like, wow, this is so beautiful. And then you keep going up and you're like, wow, this is so beautiful. And like literally all the way to the top, you're just like, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. And it just gets more and more gorgeous as you ascend. Like that's what we were doing. We were stopping every 5 minutes to look out at the view. And then it just kept getting better and better. There were like runners on that hike. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But to be honest, if I lived there, I would probably be running those too. Like that's so cool. Kayla, if you're listening to this, I bet you've run up a mountain before. I can just picture it. But anyways, that reminds me, I really miss you ladies in the office. And if you're listening, I think about you every day. And Rebecca just texted me last week and was like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Like, I miss you. And it literally made me cry. Like, I just love you guys so much. And don't think I've forgotten about you. I literally think about you every day. And I hope that work is going well. Okay, sorry guys. That was just a special message to my ladies at my old job. Okay, back to Arizona. So we did our little trail hike up that mountain. Took us really about an hour. It wasn't that crazy. We came home, did dinner. I can't remember what we had for dinner. I know it was good. I think, what did we do for dinner? It was good. It was like, oh yeah, it was Leah made chicken parm and like garlic knots and salad. Oh, it was so good. That was amazing. And then we had another game night, and this time Reagan, her sibling, her brother, had his girlfriend over, and she was so fun. We were obsessed with her, and we just had the best time playing games and chatting and sharing memories from, years ago when we were all just kids and like we played so many fun games together late into the night, and then we did eventually have to hit the hay because we had the festival the next day. So with the Innings Festival, it starts at 12 p.m. So we got there at 11 because we weren't wanting to wait in line for a super long time, but we actually got there at a really great time. I think we got dropped off around 10:50, got in line, and honestly, seriously, we had a really great place in line. We got in pretty fast. And we ended up meeting this guy named Cody in line. Shout out Cody. And he was our buddy for the day because he was there by himself. And all three of us just had so much fun together, which sadly Reagan didn't come to the festival because she didn't have a ticket. So she just hung back with her family for the day. But, little pause from this story. We are insane, and 21 Pilots at the beginning of this year were like, okay, or last year, they were like, okay, we might be playing like a few festivals next year. A few, we were like, okay, cool, whatever. Literally, they just announced like 5, I swear. They are going to Shaky Knees, they're headlining Shaky Knees, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. And we just bought tickets this morning because we're insane. So me, Brittany, and Reagan will be going to see them again in Atlanta in September. Oopsies. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I've been really dumb with my money recently. Not like insanely dumb, but like I'm blowing it. I'm not blowing it, but like I'm experiencing things. I'm living life to the fullest and I'm not holding myself back. I do have a little bit of savings, guys. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Anyways, yeah, so went to the festival. We get in and we go get like our wristbands for alcohol because it's just easier if you go ahead and get your ID checked and you have the 21 wristbands. You don't have to get ID'd every time. I did break my sobriety on this day. However, I only had 3 drinks total and I spread them out like a lot. So I think I had I had a Michelob Ultra at around like 1 p.m. And then at like 3, we got little like alcoholic slushies. So I just had like tequila in mine. And then, by the way, that slushie was $30. $30 tequila slushie, by the way. It was really good though. And then around 6, I think when we got dinner, I had a Surfside iced tea. And that was it. I only had 3 drinks and I didn't even, like, I got a little tipsy, but like, it didn't bother me. Like I felt good and I didn't feel dehydrated. We drank lots of water all day and yeah, we were very safe. So, and I feel like a lot of people were very safe at this festival. Like no one was like out of their mind drunk or stumbling around or acting a fool. Like everyone was just very peaceful and happy to be there and it was amazing. So I did break my sobriety, which is okay. Again, like, I'm being transparent about it only because I feel like I want to talk about that journey because I used to drink a lot, like I've said. So I feel like being transparent about it also helps me just kind of be like, it's okay to have a couple drinks in moderation, but it's not the focus of my life anymore. It's not the center of my life anymore. I don't drink alcohol to drown out any feelings like I used to. And that's my growth. And I am very thankful that I was able to drink responsibly and have a good time and not be out of my mind drunk, and that I was able to remember that day, because there are too many times in my past that I was not able to remember a night, and that's scary. So, very thankful. We ended up watching, the first set that we watched was Katie Turner. She's this cutie little singer-songwriter artist. She's amazing. Go listen to her. I'm obsessed with her. She's a redhead and I just love her. She was so funny. She put on such a good show. And so after her main set on the main stage, I saw that she posted on her Instagram that she was doing a surprise acoustic set at the smallest stage. So we headed over there at around 2 p.m. to watch her small set, and we were front row. And she was right there in front of us, and it was just so fun and intimate, and she did these beautiful, like, stripped versions of some of her songs, and she played a couple new songs, and we did get to meet her after. She gave me the biggest hug, and she was like, "Hi, Angel," and we got to take a picture together, and it was just so cute and fun and sweet. And I love discovering new artists, and I think it was so cool that, like, this was our first music festival we had ever been to, so I just had the best time, like, experiencing so much variety of music and meeting so many people. I mean, we met so many people. We met people from Joplin, which is an hour from our town where we live, and like Cody is from, I think he said San Diego. San Diego is where he's from. Like, we just met people from all over the place, and it's so fun seeing people come together and just community for music and for artists, and we all love the same thing, and us just being there together is so special. And that's why I love live music so much. It's not just about seeing the artist and hearing their music live. It's about the community and connecting with the other fans that are also on their monthly Spotify listeners list. Like, it's about being with the people who you freak out with over the internet and you fangirl with over the internet, and you're all together in one place. That's what I love so much about concerts. So yeah, that's just kind of like my thing. I think I've always loved live music. I mean, I have a running list of all the people I've seen live, and I hope it never ends. I just am so thankful that we have live music and that we're able to make it happen. I almost forgot to mention that the morning of the festival, we got up super early and went and tried Black Rock Coffee, which is, I think, a popular coffee chain. I can't remember where exactly it is. I want to say there's one in Arkansas, but I'm not too sure on that. It was wonderful. So glad we did that. We needed our little fuel for the day. We got our coffee, got back, started getting ready, just like very wholesome, like girl time in the bathroom, getting ready, doing your hair, listening to music, listening to 21 Pilots, knowing we're about to see them. Like, it was such a fun day. Like, I'm so glad that we get to relive it again in September, because I never wanted it to end. And we were experiencing post-concert depression pretty bad afterwards. But back to the festival day. After Katie's set, we had lunch, and they had so many food vendors. It was amazing. I had like bacon mac and cheese. I had a really good burger, some fries, just like really good food. All like, I think there were like a ton of local places, which is awesome. But yeah, we felt really safe there. Like, it was a little smaller than we thought, like the whole area, the park that we were in, but it was perfect. Like, it was the perfect size. We went ahead and tried to find like a good spot to sit around 4 p.m. just so we could secure a spot. 21 Pilots didn't go on till 9 p.m., which I know is crazy. But when I tell you, there were people who had been camping out since like 8 that morning, waiting so that they could get like front row barricade. And they got it. They sprinted to the front and they sat there all day. That's what I could never do. I have such a small bladder. I could never sit at a barricade for 9 hours. Like, when do you pee? I can't hold my pee that long. It hurts. So we did get like a really good spot. But then Brittany and I, unfortunately, like after about an hour, we are like, we have to pee. We haven't had dinner. Like, how realistic is it that we're going to be able to sit here the whole time? So we did decide to leave Cody. He was fine. We met people around us. But we decided it would be best for us, especially since we've seen 21 Pilots 4 times. We were like, okay, like, let's be real. There's no way we're going to hold our pee for this long without food or water. Like, we need to hydrate. We need to fuel ourselves and make sure that we're okay, you know? So we went to go potty and just like eat our dinner and stuff. And then we ended up actually, for Cage the Elephant set, we ended up pretty far back, but after Cage the Elephant, a lot of people were leaving to go watch Lord Huron's set at another field or at another stage. So once they left, we were able to get really close. Like, we had a really great view. I was proud of us for what, you know, where we sat. And again, we met this really cute couple that I'd seen them about 6 times, I think, and I just love meeting people that you're around and just talking about, oh, where are you from? How long have you been a fan? Like, what's your favorite song? What are you most excited for? I just think it's so fun, and I already talked about that. But the pit was crazy though. Whenever we first like got up there, everyone was trying to squeeze. You know, when you're like literally suffocating in a pit, and then that one person comes behind you and they're like, "Can I just squeeze past you?" Like, no. Where are you gonna go? There's literally no way. And so like us and all the people around us, we're kind of just having to tell people like, there's literally no room for you to squeeze. I'm sorry, but like if you try to go in front of us, there's nowhere for you to go. And that is my issue with being a short person. Every concert I've gone to that I've been in the pit, there's always someone tall right in front of me. That did unfortunately happen again to me and Brittany this time. But we were still able to see them on the screens. And like Josh and Tyler, I mean, if you've ever seen 21 Pilots before, you know they are very active or interactive with their fans, and they're always somewhere else in the crowd. Like, they make sure that every single seat in the house will get a good show and that they'll get to see them close up at least once. So at one point, Tyler like climbed the cabanas and was right next to us, and Josh climbed this just huge tower with a drum set on top of it and played up there so everyone could see them. Like, I just really appreciate them for that. They don't stay in one place. They're never stagnant, and I just really appreciate that about them. But we did get to hear, so they debuted, the set list was incredible, first of all. We didn't know it was coming, obviously, because we've seen them in concert before, but festival set lists are typically always different, and they typically do something, you know, special for festivals. So they debuted 3 songs live that had never been played live before. They played Center Mass, One Way, and Drag Path, which, if you don't know, Drag Path is a song that they released on their Digital Remains last year, which means it wasn't on the original Breach album, but if you bought the Digital Remains album, like with real money, you got that extra song. And so for the last like few months, I've been listening to it on SoundCloud. Brittany had the digital download of it. So this past week, they posted on Instagram that they were finally going to release it, and that there was a video coming out. And then Innings Festival reposted it and was like, go stream Drag Path. And in that moment, we knew they're going to play it. And they did, and it was beautiful, and we got emotional, and we cried, we crowed, and it was amazing. So just feeling very thankful for that experience, and like thinking back on it, it was one of the best days ever, and I just felt so involved in community that day, and it was just wonderful, and it was so worth the no sleep. So not too mad about that. I can, you know, I'll sleep when I'm dead. But yeah, it was just, I'm trying to look at my notes to see if there's anything else I missed, but it was just a beautiful weekend. I'm so grateful that I was able to take that trip and that we were able to make it happen. And it's so crazy when you are looking forward to something for months on end, and then it is finally there and you're like, oh, wow, like this is incredible. And then it's like, what do we do now? But what I really loved the most was that because Brittany and I have seen them so many times in concert, we kind of just were able to be present, and we only filmed like the songs that we had never seen live before, or like certain parts that they switched up. They also did a couple covers, which was really cool. They sang Stolen Dance by Milky Chance, I think, and then they sang Seven Nation Army. Incredible. So yeah, it was a great experience. We got to be really present and in the moment, because if we weren't, you know, recording a new song or one that we hadn't heard before, we were literally just phones in our pockets, enjoying the time, like laughing and crying with each other and just like being with the fans and being with the band. It was just so fun. I almost forgot. We also saw the Fray. And the singer of the Fray literally jumped into the crowd and was just walking around singing the lyrics with everybody. It was so cool. They were incredible. Like, they put on the best show. The Fray, Cage the Elephant, and 21 Pilots, like, that was the best night ever. Like, Cage the Elephant was so good. Okay, yeah. I think that's all about the festival weekend, but I'm super excited to go to the Shaky Knees Fest in September. This next month coming up, I have Allison's Bachelorette weekend, which I'm super excited for. We're going to Arkansas, and then a couple weeks later, I'm going to Yosemite. I'm so excited for Yosemite because I've never taken a full like nature trip where like the main meat of the trip is like hiking and being active and stuff. So I'm super excited for that, just to really be in that environment. I feel like most trips I take are like beach trips or like a big city where, it's just like shopping and whatever. But like this, I'm just really excited to be one with nature. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Oh, last week my allergy shots went really well, just in case anyone was wondering. And I do have them again today. So I've been consistent this time, and my allergies actually were really bad in Arizona. Bummer. But I'm doing okay now. Tomorrow night, finally, I'm going to see Wuthering Heights with Carly and Caitlin. And then on Saturday night, well, I guess, sorry. Last night I would have seen Wuthering Heights. Tonight, when you're listening to this, I'm going to see the 21 Pilots movie with Brittany. Isn't that great that we get like two 21 Pilots weekends back to back? Anyways, they have a movie called More Than We Ever Imagined. More Than We Could Have Imagined. And we're gonna go see that on Saturday, and I'm super excited. And yeah, life is good right now. I am still a little bit stressed out. Next week is finals week. Reminder that there will be no episode next week because it is the first week of the month. So I'm gonna take that time to just kind of reset, do my finals, go on the bachelorette trip, and then I'll come back to you guys with an episode the second week of March. I guess I should say I feel like I've finally reached a point where and I feel like I'm cheating on my last job to say this, but I think I really love my job now. I know. I said LOVE. I love my job. I love it. I'm going to get emotional. Every day that I continue to work here, it's more affirming to me that like God really made this choice for me. He put this on my path, and I had the choice to either take the chance or to not take the chance. He put it there for me, but it's completely up to me whether I took that opportunity or not. And I did, and I'm so glad I did. And I'm so thankful to him for showing me that it's okay to step away from things that are comfortable and to try new things. And I'm so grateful. I love my job. That's crazy to say. I love my job, and I love my old job too, and I miss it. But I really love this job. I love the people that I work with. I love my position. I love being needed. And that's basically what my position is. But yeah, I'm just feeling very grateful and very happy. And it's also probably because the sun is shining on me outside right now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. I love you so much, and I will see you in March. This has been a love letter from Lakin. Bye.